The late London Underground was almost empty. Amelia, a young art student, slumped onto a worn seat on the last Bakerloo line train heading north. The carriage lights flickered with a tired hum. It was past 1 a.m. Exhausted, she clutched her portfolio, the day's work a heavy weight on her lap. Her reflection, a pale ghost in the dark window, stared back. The rhythmic clatter of the wheels on the track was the only sound, a mechanical heartbeat in the city's quietest hour. Each station they passed was a deserted platform, a brief flash of light in the long dark tunnel. Amelia closed her eyes, just for a moment, letting the gentle rocking of the train soothe her. Northbound, homeward, the city outside slept, but for her, the journey was not quite over. The train slowed, its familiar rhythm breaking as it slid into a station I didn't recognize. The name on the platform was blurred by the rain-streaked window, a smudge of forgotten paint. When the doors hissed open, the platform remained empty, no one got off. But then, a figure stepped out from the gloom. He was tall, dressed in a vintage coat that looked like it held stories from a bygone era, with a hat pulled low over his eyes. He moved with a quiet confidence, taking the seat directly opposite me. The carriage lights flickered, casting his face in shadow as he bowed his head. I felt a sudden, inexplicable chill, a sense that my ordinary journey had just taken a turn into the unknown. Who was this man, and where were we going? Stick around to find out what happens next. Even on a mild autumn night, a bone-deep chill seeped into Amelia's very core. It wasn't the kind of cold that a jacket could fix. It was an icy dread that prickled her skin. Desperate for any distraction, she pulled out her phone, hoping for the comforting glow of a screen, but the words mocked her, no signal. That's when a sound sliced through the quiet. A sudden, jarring scrape. She looked up, her heart hammering against her ribs. The man who had been completely motionless just a moment before was now the source of a faint, rhythmic sound. Scrape ... scrape ... scrape. Her breath caught in her throat. He hadn't moved a muscle, yet the sound persisted, growing louder, closer, echoing in the unnerving stillness of the night. What was he doing? What was that noise? The rhythmic clatter of the train was almost hypnotic, lulling the passengers into a sleepy daze. I was staring out the window, watching the city lights blur into streaks of gold and silver. Across from me sat a man, his head bowed, seemingly engrossed in a worn-out paperback. As the train plunged into the darkness of a tunnel, the world outside vanished, replaced by a murky reflection in the glass. I saw myself tired and a bit disheveled. But then, my eyes darted to the man's reflection. Something was terribly wrong. It wasn't a reflection at all. It was his actual face, lifted from his book. It was a horrifying, smooth canvas of pale skin stretched tight over a skull. No eyes, no nose, no mouth. Just a blank, featureless void staring back at me from the darkness. The train was still hurtling through the tunnel, and I was trapped in